Hi guys, I've had a few people asking me to help them with their calculations of question 5. So I've decided to do a video so that everybody can see it. So let's start off with, they give you in the assignment what you should be charging and then the services that you have actually rendered. So let's start off with our account. Number 1, they say to us, we have received 13 letters. For this, I'm going to use my own amounts as I need you to do your own calculations for the assignment. Number 2, they say we have wrote and posted 11 letters. So 11 letters written at, let's say, 100 Rand, and then 11 letters posted at 6 Rand, excluding VAT, because they need us to do the VAT ourselves. Then, the next one they want us to do is then 3 summonses we have done for the client at 1,300 Rand each. Then we have 3 affidavits that we have drafted for the client. Now, affidavits is quite the confusing one because that's where we have to calculate per page. So the first one is easy. It's 1 affidavit with 5 pages. The second one is 2.5 pages. They are saying to us in the assignment, we are charging the clients for every page a certain amount and every page thereof. So in other words, we are charging the client for the 2 pages, and then the half of the page we are charging the client as if it was a full page. So in other words, the 2.5 falls away and that becomes 3 pages. The third one is 7.5 pages. So again, the 7.5 falls away and becomes 8 pages. If we calculate that together, we will see it's 16 pages in total. The next thing they need us to do is that we have consulted with the client telephonically 2 times. The first time for a duration of 28 minutes, and the second time for a duration of 19 minutes. So if you add the 28 plus the 19, so it's 28 plus the 19, you'll get 47. We are charging the client as per the assignment for every 15 minutes telephonically consulted. So, in other words, we need to say how many 15-minute sessions was there in 47 minutes. So if we take 47 divided by 15, we get 3. If we take 3 times 15, it equals 45. 47 minus the 45 equals 2. So in other words, we are charging the client for the first 15 minutes, then for the second 15 minutes, then for the third 15 minutes, and then for the 2 minutes that we have here that's left, we are charging the client as if it was 15 minutes. Because remember, we are charging the client for 15 minutes or any time thereof. So it's 47 minutes in total. And we are going to charge the client 105 Rand per 15 minutes. So 105 Rand per 15 minutes. So we have now concluded in that 47 minutes, we basically need to calculate it. 47 has 4 15-minute sessions. Okay, so when we do the calculations, we are going to say 105 times 4. Okay, so times 4. Because remember now, we have said that there's 4 15-minute sessions in the 47. Because 3 of them is actually 15-minute sessions. And the 2 that remains, the 2 minutes remaining, counts as if it was a full 15 minutes. Then we get to the 2 consultations. The first consultation was for 33 minutes. The second consultation was for 1 hour and 32 minutes. Again, they are saying to us, we must charge the client for 30 minutes and any time thereof. So in other words, we are going to say, the first one is easy. We are going to say 33 minutes equals to 30 minutes and 3 minutes. We are going to charge the client 800 Rand for the first 30 minutes and 800 Rand for the 3 minutes because it's time of 30 minutes that we have spent helping the client. So the first consultation would then cost the client 1,600 Rand. The second consultation is 1 hour. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. In other words, that's 2 30-minute sessions. Then we have the 32 minutes that's also included, because remember the second consultation was 1 hour and 32 minutes. So the 32 minutes is then again another 30 minutes and then 2 minutes left. So we're going to charge the client 800 Rand for the first, 800 Rand for the second, 800 Rand for the third, and 800 Rand for the 2 minutes that remains, because we are charging the client 800 Rand per 30 minutes or any time thereof. So we're going to charge the client for this 2 minutes as if it was a total of 30 minutes. So in total, we are going to charge the client 3,200 Rand for this consultation. So if you take it, we are charging the client in total for a total amount of time of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours worth of consultation. Okay, then the next thing we come to is then they say to us, the client, we needed to get advice from an advocate, or the advocate needed to draft us a document. The advocate charged us. So we've got one advocate fee of, let's say, 4,200 Rand, excluding that. Then we have the medical bill, which is one Medi report of, let's say, another 5,000 Rand, excluding that. Now, remember that all charges made to us goes to the expenses column. That's why they are excluding that. So at the top you must write fees excluding that, and then expenses including that. Please don't use these abbreviations. They are not correct. I'm just writing in shorthand. So, in other words, now we need to do the physical calculations. So, we're going to start with the 13 letters received. So, we are going to say 13 letters times 200 per letter equals 2,600 Rand. The second thing we did was 11 letters of 100 Rand each, which is 1,100 Rand. Now, letters posted. Now remember, this was an expense to the company, to you as an attorney. You had to pay for those postages. So you need to write it in the expenses column, but it's excluding VAT there. Because remember, with the fees, we are going to do a total tax. With the expenses, we already include the tax when we list them on the account. So now we're going to say 6 Rand, which is the postage fee, plus 15% equals. No, I'm sorry, forget about that. My mistake. So it's 6 Rand plus 15%. Do not enter equal, because then it's going to times it by a number of amounts. So just remember now, it's 6 plus 15%. So then the letter is going to be, in other words, to show you 6 Rand excluding that. Now plus 15% equals 6 Rand 90 cents per postage. Alright, so now we have the amount including, that's the amount including that. So now you're going to say 6.9, which is 6 Rand 90 times 11, because you posted 11 letters, equals. So the total postages costed the company 75 Rand and 90 cents. Now for the second one, summonses. You had 3 summonses done, which you charged the client 1,300 Rand for, so it came to a total of 3,900 Rand. The second one, you are saying that you have done 16 pages, you are asking the client, let's say 150 Rand per page. So you're going to say 16 times 150 equals 2,400 Rand. Now, telephonic consultations. Remember what we said? You had 4 15-minute sessions. So you're going to take the 4 times the 105 per 15-minute session equals 420 Rand. Now, you go to the consultation. The consultations that you have there is 6 hours worth. Because remember, we said 33 minutes is equal to 1 hour or 2 30-minute sessions. The 1 hour and 32 minutes is equal to 2 30 minutes and another 2 30 minutes. So 6 hours times the 800 Rand per hour gives you 4,800 Rand for the consultation. Now, the advocate fee is exclusive of VAT. So again, you're going to say 4,200 Rand, which is the advocate fee, plus 15% equals, in the expenses column, 4,830 Rand. And now the Mediclinic report again is exclusive of that, so you need to include it. So you're going to say 5,000 plus 15% equals 5,750 Rand. So now you have done your most important calculations. At the bottom, you're going to write, I'm just going to extend my columns here. So these are, then you need to work out your totals. So then you're going to take your calculator and you're going to say, for the fees, you're going to say 2,600 plus 1,100 plus 3,900 plus 2,400 plus 420, 4,800 equals to, just draw that line, 15,220 Rand. And remember, this is excluding VAT. And then for your expenses, you're going to do the same. 75.90 plus 4,830 plus 5,750 equals. So it's 10,655 Rand and 90 cents. Don't write the excluding VAT in there, because remember, you have already added the VAT into the expenses column. Remember that. It's inclusive of that. Then you're going to write here subtotal. So your subtotal is then 15,220 plus, you're going to write here, plus VAT at 15% plus expenses and then you get your total due. So to most of you is wondering how to get this VAT amount, you're going to do this on this way. You're going to say 15,000 220 times 0.15 equals 2283.00. That's going to be the amount of tax. Because you need VAT. You need to write it in, remember. As you can see, I've written it down there. That's the amount of VAT you're going to pay, or the client is going to pay. The expenses, we've already done there. So you can just write it in here. Then to get your total due, you're going to add these three together. So on your calculator, you're going to put 15,220 plus your 2,283 for the VAT plus 10,655.90 for your expenses equals total due to the client will then be your 28,158 rand and 90 cents. Well guys, I hope this has explained to you. If it has not yet explained the calculations or the method how it's done, please let me know and I'll try to assist you more. Thank you.